Hi, friends. Welcome to Busy Moms Yoga. I'm Megan. I have a supine stretch lined up for us today. So, our entire practice is going to be lying down on our backs on the mat. This is meant to be super restorative, super gentle. Why don't you go ahead and put on some relaxing, calm music in the background? And when you're ready and all situated, lay out that mat, or maybe you're just laying on the carpet. We're going to find a comfortable supine position. So lying all the way back on our backs. Let's take a moment just to ground down and connect. Maybe bringing one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Try to relax any tension you may be feeling in the head, the neck, the shoulders, the back, the legs. And just be grateful to yourself for these next few moments. This is truly a gift that you're giving to yourself today. No, this is not the most strenuous exercise. No, you probably will not be sweating by the end of this, but maybe you're tacking this on to the end of another flow, or maybe you're just taking a restorative recovery day. Either way, your body will thank you. So we're going to start by bringing it into a half happy baby. Since we're not really too warmed up or loosened up yet, we'll save the full happy baby for the end of our practice. So when you're ready, let's start with the right foot, extending it up towards the ceiling. And you can reach behind with your right hand, grab either the back of your thigh, maybe your calf, or the outer edge of your foot. And you can keep your left leg bent like I have mine with that foot flat on the floor, or you can lie it out straight. I'm going to stay bent for now. Really just focus on the length of your spine staying connected to the mat. You're driving that right knee into the right armpit. And don't forget to breathe. Nice and slow with control. Try not to slingshot that foot back down towards the floor. And if you need a little shake out here just for a moment before we switch sides, go for it. When you're ready, same deal. We're going to extend the left leg up towards the ceiling this time, feeling that good hamstring stretch. Left knee coming into the left armpit. Length of the spine connected to the mat the whole time. And breathe. And again, nice and controlled, bringing that right foot back down to the mat. Take that shake, get the blood flowing. Then return those feet back flat on the floor. Try to scoot your feet in as close to your hips as you can get. We're going to take it to a bridge pose. So letting your arms hang down at your sides here. Spread those fingertips out, spreading them nice and wide. Feel your palms connected to the mat. Take an inhale here. And on the exhale, nice and slow, we're going to lift the hips up off the mat, grounding down through your heels. If you can, try to keep a nice tilt in the pelvis. You'll feel the core turn on just a bit more. And again, breathe. Maybe shimmy those shoulders, shoulder blades underneath you just a little bit, keeping the hands flat on the mat. Little space between the chin and the chest. One more big breath here. And exhale, one vertebrae at a time, we roll back down. Stay here for a breath. One more time, we're going to lift up. So inhale. And on the exhale, tilt that pelvis and we roll up the same way we rolled down. Option to stay right here. Or if you want a little bit of a core challenge, we're going to take it to some marches. So just bringing that left leg up first to 90 degrees, stepping it back down with control. Same thing on the right side. We'll just do that a couple times on each side, keeping the hips elevated, engaging through the core, squeezing your glutes. Maybe one more time on each side. And nice and slow, we roll back down. Beautiful. Bring the feet to the outer edges of the mat. Let your knees knock together here for a moment. Broken bridge. Keep your hands on the mat, or again, maybe return them to one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. From here, we're going to take it to one of my favorite supine stretches, which is a supine bound angle. So kind of like a butterfly pose. Bring your feet together, the soles of your feet together. And if this is a little too much on the hips right now and you happen to have your blocks handy, you can also prop the blocks underneath your knees just for a little bit of support. You're going to feel your hips start to open while we're in this posture. So you may notice that you can slide the blocks a little further out every couple breaths. And maybe you don't need the blocks at all. Totally up to you. And just try to breathe into those hips. Like I said, one of my favorites. Sometimes I even take Shavasana in this pose. And let your hands help you out as you guide your knees back together, feet flat on the floor. All right, we're going to take it to some legs up the wall stretches here, some figure fours and some spinal twists. And we'll do everything on one side followed by the other. If you happen to have a strap, you're more than welcome to grab that, or even one of those like stretchy bands to help with a single leg up the wall. Totally not necessary, but if you have one handy, great. Let's start with a figure four. So crossing your right ankle over the left thigh. Option to stay right here. Okay, maybe you can use your hand to kind of open the hips a little bit more. If this feels like a good enough stretch for today, keep the foot flexed. That's perfect. If you want to deepen the stretch a little bit, lift the left foot up off the mat. Interlace your hands either behind the hamstring or across your shin, whichever feels better for you. Again, keep the feet flexed. Feel the length of your spine connected to the mat still. And just enjoy that nice deep hip opener. Try to relax your shoulders, your face, your jaw. Sometimes in these deep stretches, we tend to hold a little bit of tension everywhere else. No need, let it go. Nice and slow with control. Let the left foot come down first. Unravel the right foot. We're still going to do work on that right side, and we're going to take it to the single leg up the wall, like I said. Now you keep your left foot right where it is, or you can extend it long. Totally up to you. Maybe play around with both options, see how it feels. I'm going to start with my leg bent. Right leg kicks up towards the ceiling, reaching behind, grabbing the hamstring, grabbing the calf, whatever feels good for you. And if you have the strap, you can stay right here where you are. But if you have a strap handy, which I did have, here it is. If you have a strap, you can take the same exact stretch. It's totally not necessary. But since I mentioned it, wrapping it around the ball of your feet and just kind of using that as a guide to help with the stretch. Again, try to relax your face, your shoulders. And a gentle bend in the knee is totally fine. You may even find that you're deepening the hamstring stretch a bit with a little bend to the knee. Couple more breaths here, whichever variation you have taken. And nice and relaxed. Release the foot, release the strap. We're going to take it to a spinal twist. So bring that right knee into your chest. Send your left leg out long this time. Maybe roll the ankle a little bit first in both directions. Maybe circle your knee. Get that hip joint nice and loose And then from here, big inhale, exhale, twisting over to the left side. I like to keep my left hand on top of my knee just for a little added support, a little added pressure to deepen the stretch. Maybe bring your gaze to the right side if that feels okay on the neck. Trying to keep both shoulders attached to the mat. This is another one of my favorites. I can't close out a yoga flow without a spinal twist. Nice and slow, unravel, come back to center. Bring both knees into the chest before we move on to the other side. Drop the right knee down to the mat. Left ankle crosses over the right for that figure four. Again, option to stay right here if this seemed to work for you on the other side. No need to mess with something that works. Or maybe you're lifting your right foot up off the floor, interlace your hands behind your hamstrings or across the shins. Keep your feet flexed up towards the ceiling. And relax everything else. Let it feel good. Don't forget to breathe. With control, bring the left foot down to the mat. We're going to take that single leg up the wall on the left side this time. Again, totally optional if you keep your right foot on the mat or maybe extend it out long. Whatever you did on the other side, try to keep it balanced. I'm going to stay bent for this one. And again, option to use that strap. If you used it the first time, feel the length of your spine connected to the mat. And I have super tight hamstrings, so this is doing a lot more than it looks like it is. Embrace the shake. Soften that knee, bring the knee into the chest, send your right leg out long here. And same little gentle movements we took on the other side. Maybe roll the ankle, circle the knee a little bit. Make sure you go in both directions. Big inhale as we pull the knee in. And exhale, crossing it over to the right side for that spinal twist. Move my blocks out of the way. Extend the left arm out to the side. Maybe bring your gaze to the left side if that feels okay. Maybe feel a little crack in the back or two. And again, relaxing your jaw, relaxing your face. Once again, coming back to your back, bring both knees into your chest. Take a little side to side sway, massaging out the low spine. And as promised, we're going to extend both feet up for a full happy baby. Again, feeling the whole length of your spine on the mat. We have a tendency to want to lift the tailbone up. Don't do that. Try to push that tailbone down into the mat as the feet come up. And any movements that you want to take here before we close out, maybe extending the feet to one side at a time. If you didn't get enough love for the hamstrings today, you can always take it to a little bit of a deeper stretch. Send both feet straight up. You can always take legs up the wall, literally attached to a wall as well. If you scoot as close as you can to the wall and just let your legs rest, can feel really good on the hamstrings and the back as well. And one more time, bring both knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice big hug. Inhale and exhale. Let's send the legs out long here for Shavasana. Let your hands come down to the sides. Or maybe you want to take it to that recline bound ankle, like I said earlier, if that felt good on your hips. Let's just melt here for a moment. Just taking in all the good benefits of our practice. Relax your head and your face. your shoulders, your arms. Bring awareness to your back and your hips, your legs and your ankles, and finally your feet. And if you have a few more moments to stay here in Shavasana, I encourage you to do so. If you're coming out of it with me, maybe take a nice full body stretch, reaching the hands overhead, pointing the toes. Bring the knees into your chest. Give yourself a few rocks before rising all the way up into our gentle, easy seat here, Sukhasana. And I hope you feel refreshed, a little mobility, a little gentle stretch. We'll close out with 3 collective breaths. When you're ready, inhale, lift the arms, lift your gaze. Exhale to heart center. Again, inhale, lift. Exhale. One more time, biggest breath of the day. And exhale, let it go. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope I see you again real soon. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. Follow me on Instagram at Busy Moms Yoga. I'll let you know when I'm dropping all the new content. And I look forward to seeing you guys again. Take care.